So I apologize for the last video getting disconnected, but let's just pick up right where we left off. So again, this is a mixed radical, and our answer will be another mixed radical. We're just simplifying it down. So we're going to start off with that 441. So again, feel free to press pause here while you do the factor tree or the stack. Okay, so I'm going to use my calculator here. So 7 goes into 441 63 times. 7 goes in 9 times, 3 goes in 3. So I've got 7 times 7 squared times 3 squared. Okay, so again, square and the square root cancel off. So the 7 is now a coefficient. The square and the square root cancel off, so the 3 is also a coefficient. And notice you're not left with anything. So the answer is just 7 times 7 times 3. And when you use your calculator, that is 147. So again, this one was, because you weren't left with anything as a radicand, this was again a perfect square. So 7 square root 441 is exactly 147. Just like if you had 10 over 5, if you had 10 fifths, 10 fifths is exactly 2. That's what that fraction would simplify down to. So radicals can simplify down to integers just like fractions can. Okay? Okay, the last type of conversion we have to go through is we're going to go from an entire radical to a mixed radical. Now this one's not nearly as popular. Mixed to entire and mixed to mixed are like 90% of the questions, but you do have to know how to go the other way. And this one is literally going backwards. Okay, we're just going to go the other way. So all we're going to do is we're going to see that, okay, we've got a 3 here, so I'm just going to write it bigger. We've got 3 times by the square root of 5. So I'm actually going to write the squared in. So all we have to do, so again, we're looking for, so again, this is a mixed fraction. Our answer has to be an entire fraction. So all you're going to do on your calculator, see right here, if you connect these two together, it looks like 3 squared, and then we're going to go times by 5. So when you punch that into your calculator, 3 squared times 5, you get out square root 45. And that's the answer. That's it. 2 cube root 3. So again, I'm just going to write this out bigger. 2 cube root 3. So that's the mixed radical. We need to write it as an entire radical. So write out the cube root sign. So notice it looks like 2 cubed times 3. So on your calculator, go 2 cubed, or 2 times 2 times 2, times 3. You get out cube root of 24. So that is your entire radical. That's it. So what about this one? Let's try 5 square root 10. Okay, so again, I'm just going to write it out bigger just to make it easier to see, and I'm going to put the 2 in for the square root. So again, that's the mixed radical. I need to write the answer as an entire radical. So I'm going to write my square root sign in. So on my calculator, I'm going to go 5 squared times 10. And I get out 250. And that's it. So 8 square root 12. So again, this is a mixed radical. What would that be as an entire radical? So on your calculator, you're going to go 8 squared times by 12. It's going to be a pretty big number. I'm just going to use my calculator here. 768. Okay? Okay, so that's it. So what I need you to remember with this stuff is I need you to be able to go from entire radicals to mixed radicals. I need you to be able to go from mixed radicals to mixed radicals. Remember, these questions will just say simplify. They won't say mixed to mixed. And then the last one is going from mixed back to entire. So these questions will say that. Okay? These ones will just say simplify. Okay, so the assignment will be attached to the video. So again, you're doing the assignments for practice so that when you do the quiz on this, you know that you're going to get really, really high mark on it because you've already put in the practice and you've asked any questions that you're stuck on. Okay, we'll see you in the next one.